Alright guys, welcome back to Bearded40k with another Kill Team quick tip. Today we're talking about Cult Ambush and a way to maximize it. Actually, kind of two ways if you think about it. There are that you can make this a little better. But first, let's talk about what the heck is Cult Ambush. So Cult Ambush, before the game really starts, before the first initiative roll is made, before any veteran moves, you would roll a d6 for each individual model on your kill team that has the ability if you're playing Genestealer Cults, right? So the way it works is this guy, you would just do it one at a time. Let's see about him. I'm looking for a 5 or a 6. Hey, he gets it. First try. Didn't even have to edit anything. So he gets a 6-inch normal move. Right? That's how it works. You go guy to guy. You don't roll individually, something I've seen a couple times. Or you don't roll and then pick like, oh, I've got 5 5s, so 5 of my guys can move. It doesn't work like that. It's 1-to-1. So this guy, I went to move him. I rolled a 6. That's higher than a 5. So 5 or 6, you get to move that guy. Now I test for him. I need a 5 or a 6 to move him. He didn't get it. He does not get to move him. I'm looking for a 5 or a 6. Let's see if he can get it. You guys get the picture. He gets to move his 6 inches. Fun and games. That's how it works. But you'll kind of notice, since that's random, since it's only 33% odds, sometimes you can get blocked in. Because let's imagine here that this one, these two, let's say they failed, this one too, and they're just kind of blocking the road now for these guys that are behind. They can't move over their models, so even if this guy succeeds, gets a 5, he can't go up that door even though he might really want to get there. So let's talk about some ways that you can maximize this. First thing you can do is that there is a subfaction for this. It's called the Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor, and this makes it, instead of a 5 or a 6, you are successful now on a 4-up. Look at that. First go again. This guy's lucky. Gets a 6-inch normal move. That was actually 6-3. He's got to come back. But that buffs it from a 33% odds to a 50% odds. It's a lot, more reliable that way, and you'll get on, statistical average, 50% of your team being able to move up after enough games are played. That should be about what is average for that, right? If it's 4, 5, and 6 on a 6-sided dice, you'll get it about 50% of the time. So about half your team gets that 6-inch move before the game starts. Really quickly, side note, I am often asked about the doors because I took co-third for these with Genestealer Cult at the Socal Open last year. And what it was ruled that they could open doors with that normal move. So they were calling it, it's a normal move, so you could move open, pop that door. And the way that the base sizes worked, you were allowed to, you would still be able to, I don't know if it's perfect here, scoot a guy through and get through on your way. The bases might not be sized correctly here on TTS. But it has been ruled at most tournaments that they can open that door. Another way, though, to maximize it here, talking about what did I do there to make this a little bit more effective, because as I said, you can get blocked in by these guys in front. So I'm going to show you a really quick, helpful tip to help you run this, because at that event I had 19 guys, and this was the deployment zone for Mission 1, just this square. It got really tight really quick. So let's scale these guys down slightly, because we're imagining that they are on 25mm bases, which is how they would be in real life. So just take them down a little bit. So instead of stacking them like this, just in a line, what I found that you actually wanted to do was you'd set one up, and then what you'd have to do is confirm with your opponent, right? You would say, okay, as I'm placing the second guy, I'd be putting a guy down, and I'd say he doesn't count. I'm just setting him here for a second, right? Then what I'd do is I'd put the guy I actually wanted to place there. And when I remove this, now a guy can fit through. That's the perfect space for a 25mm base to get through. So if I put another guy back here, and he fails, I can still, if this guy succeeds, move him through to get that damn door open that's blocking my entire team and their DZ. So that's one of the keys there. And so there was a little bit of a stacking thing here with that. You probably do something again similar here. He doesn't count, and you confirm with your opponent, because hey, sometimes the table gets bumped, something like that, and you want to be able to make sure that they can still get out, right? So you do a similar thing. You'd say, okay, this guy doesn't count. You'd place the guy who actually does. You say, just, give me a second here. Place him, and then now when you move him, a guy can fit out this way. This allows you on your next activation during deployment to place a guy here, place a guy here. You can place a guy down here now if you wanted. A little bit further, you can place this guy. And now no matter what happens, these guys all get to move. So these doors that are closed, now you can kind of see what's going on there. So 5 up, let's see if this guy moves. Nope. This guy, 5 up. Nope, getting bad rolls. This guy, 5 up. There we go. He's actually going to come over here. Oops. And pop this door. Boom, so he moved. This guy now, 5 up. Gets it. So now he gets to move over here with a 6-inch normal move and pop this door. Boom. Cool. Let's see if this guy does it. 5 up. Nope. This guy, 5 up. Gets it. He's going to move up with his 6. Pop this door. Let's get him a little straighter. Pop this door. Boom. Still got a couple guys here. Let's see if he can do it. 5 up. And you're getting your guys out of your DZ here. So, if any of these succeed, you can get through and get out, and you're not getting blocked in by your own thing. It's just a simple, quick tip that you can do when you're setting up. So again, let's just cover that one more time, really briefly. You set up a model, and then when you're setting up the next one, you're not putting the model you actually care about. You're putting a spacer model right there. You say, give me 1 second. And then you get your opponent to agree. You say, we'd agree now that this guy can fit through here later on, right? Good. And then you pick him up. Your second guy is now placed. Third, I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to put this guy here. He doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for a second. And now I put this guy here, and we would agree with opponent, even if the table gets bumped, or like actually happened to me at that event, the wind blew a sign over onto my table, we would agree that no matter what happens, we've already agreed ahead of time, that my guys can all move. I have deliberately set this up so there is no guy who will be blocked in and not be able to do his ambush if I roll that ambush. And it's very important to making it work for your Genestealer Cults. They're a team that's a very finesse kind of army that has a lot of things that make it tough to succeed with. They're kind of a high floor team. And things like this can help you get out of the gate if maybe you were struggling ahead of time. Like, man, I'm always blocking myself into DZ. It's something I always see. And I swear that this one thing, just switching these guys here, helped me tie for 3rd place at a major kill team tournament because I was just never blocked in. Made them twisted helix, so they're advancing 6 inches plus 2 inches plus D6. And they all, if I rolled that 5 up, get to do that 6-inch move first before the game starts. So before you know it, I'm blocking hallways, and I own the board. And it's something that you can do too if you just start practicing in your deployment. So I hope that helps. This is Beernid40K. It's been another Kill Team Quick Tip, and I'll be back again soon. Take care, guys.